then we're working with organizations like yours, and our goal in collecting food and helping the food pantries stay stocked. Peyton's Promise began when I watched a show on a little boy who lived in Camden, New Jersey. Camden, New Jersey is one of the poorest cities in the United States, and Ivan grew up in that city. He slept on streets just like that picture. He slept in illegal boarding houses, and he slept in a one-room little illegal boarding house with one chair, and his mom and his younger brother and him, they all slept on that one chair together because, they couldn't afford a home, or they couldn't afford to stay in, like a hotel or something like that. So I was watching the show about Ivan, and then the show went on, and I was just like, oh, this is so sad. The saddest part of the show was when he went to his first day of kindergarten, and when they were talking about what he knew his letters and his colors and his numbers, and he knew when he wanted to grow up, he wanted to be Superman, and he knew all of this, but what he didn't know was what the words breakfast, lunch, or dinner meant. He had never heard those words before because of the fact that his family could not afford those meals. And this really touched my heart, and I found out that there were people just like Ivan in my hometown of Wausau, and all over the United States, as well as all over the world. So I wanted to do something to help people like Ivan all around the world. So we started Peyton's Promise. And Peyton's Promise has grown into a huge organization collecting tons of food every year for food pantries. We've collected probably over 110 tons of food to this day for food pantries across the United States as well as in England. And we continue to collect food for food pantries because of the fact that there's always a growing need for food in food pantries. We've seen huge examples of that when we collect tons of food and it's gone and distributed in a month. And we continue because of groups like yours who are fighting to help people like Ivan and people who are in need of the food, and we obviously could not have done it without people like you. Peyton's Promise has three main objectives. Our objectives are to collect food for food pantries as well as other programs like ours and keep the pantries stocked and make sure there's food in food pantries. We also want to assist in solving childhood hunger, which we obviously know that hunger will always be an issue, but we can try to make the issue a little smaller than it is already. Our second objective is to educate people about the problem of hunger and motivate them to make a difference. This is a really cool thing that we'll be able to work together on because kids, if they know that there are kids like Ivan going to bed hungry, then they're going to want to do something about it too. And it's awesome to see the passion in an 8-year-old or older eyes for making a difference. It's amazing to see how much of a difference kids can make as well. And our third objective is to fight childhood obesity, and we do these three objectives through many of our different programs. And the two I'm going to share with you today are our Advocate program and our Stock the Shelves event program. And these are our two big programs that we have, and they're very good programs to work with the Optimist clubs together with these programs. Our Advocate program was started by a college student who went to UW-Madison and was trying to find a way for sustainability and longevity with Peyton's Promise. And she came up with this program, and what it is we have students in 4th grade or above work in their schools to make a difference. We right now have about 50 advocates in 2 states, and we continue to grow. And these students are very passionate about making a difference. They also come to a lot of our events for Peyton's Promise, and they help us at the events, and sometimes they even do presentations with their classmates, and it's really cool to see that too because they can motivate their own friends and classmates to make a difference as well. Something we can do to work together on this is if you see kids around your area who you think has a passion of making a difference or would love to do something like this, encourage them to apply. We have our Peyton's Promise website on paytonspromise.org, and it has all the information to apply. The only requirement is to be in 4th grade or older, and we have an Advocate Day of Training, which is awesome, and we train them on how they can make a difference in their community and what they can do to make a difference. And we go through the pantry and we actually work at the pantry and serve meals to the people. So that's really cool as well, and we'd love to see this program become huge because, encouraging kids to make a difference